been seen or heard before. And I'm a little bit worried about how it'll come off, only because there's like 2 voices in it, but tell me if it sucks, or if it doesn't work, I should say. First, snow, I call it. She sighed. This was a new one. Your eyes just aren't awake yet. Give them a minute. When she came in from shopping, her mother was just waking from her nap in her armchair, blinking like an owl. She'd been napping more lately. She'd been complaining more, too. Every day it was something, some new ailment. Now from the kitchen where she put away the groceries, she heard her mother complain that she couldn't see. Impossible. Probably just another ploy to move back north. My daughter moved away and went to Florida to live. Said she was sick of long, cold winters, would be happy to never lug firewood again, never have to sweep off the car or shovel a driveway. But Florida? Florida's where people go to die, not to live. But Florida's where she's been for over 25 years. Even managed to raise a daughter of her own, a Floridian grandchild who used to marvel at the snow on their holiday visits back north. The girl wasn't yet in high school when my daughter talked me into living with them down here. Then my granddaughter went to college in Colorado and ended up staying there. I tell my daughter, what about when your daughter makes you go out there and live with her? Then what am I going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going home. If I'm going to die, that's the place. My daughter doesn't believe I'm dying, but I am, a little bit at a time. And now I can't see. Woke up blind. She rushed in when she heard the crash from the living room. Her mother, looking bewildered, stood over a fallen lamp. Mom, what are you doing? I told you I can't see, but if I could just get back to my own house, I know where things are there. She helped her back to her chair, got her settled. When she brought a glass of water, she had to put it right in her mother's hands, watched her lift the glass uncertainly to her lips. Speaking on the phone with the doctor, she watched as her mother raised her hands in front of her face, looked around, blinking and rubbing her eyes. It's time I went home, Dolores, while I still can. The doctor could fit her in the next day. Dolores still doesn't believe me, I can tell, and that doctor didn't have much to say about my eyes, even though they worked me over all day long. I heard that doctor say to just take me home. Ha! Finally. When I'm back in my own house up in Vermont, I'll be all right. It's a damn shame it had to go this far for my daughter to accept this and finally take me back there. She was shocked. Her mother had a brain tumor. Just take her home. We'll arrange hospice care, the doctor had said. The complaining stopped. Her mother finally seemed happy and kept thanking her for bringing her home. The hospice care people said it wouldn't be long. I told you, Dolores, I just needed to be back up north and in my own house. I can see again. Look, everything's as I left it. There's your father's stack of farm magazines by his chair, and your black cat that you rescued from the barn is curled up in his spot by the wood box. Outside, the first snow is falling. Now that I'm here and feeling good again, I'll make your favorite, chicken and biscuits. Could do it with my eyes closed in this kitchen. When her mother passed peacefully, she was there by her side. The people who had bought the house back in Vermont had known her mother well. She would see if they would allow her to bury her ashes on the property. Her mother would go home. The end.
It's a good Vermont story.
Yep.
Beautiful Vermont
I have
scenery.
a couple.
It's very moving.
Well, thank you, everyone.